Hey, what's up, guys? This is Tal Fury here with some Overwatch player notes. I have my buddy here, Ryan, today.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
And we're going to be talking about some previous changes that's happened, and more so with the actual buffs and nerfs. We also have some Overwatch news and shit. Just a lot of stuff that we want to cover, but it won't take too long. But we're going to kind of just get into it. I know he has more notes than me, and if anything, this is coming from a perspective versus a person that does it every day with a person that doesn't do it not so much. Let's see. So we're just going to go ahead and dive right in and basically just talk about the buffs and nerfs. So what you got for us, man?
The thing that I have brewed over the most. Let's put it in perspective right here and now. The Junkrat problem.
It's still a problem.
It's still a problem.
Mm.
It's my main problem because you can tell that is very poorly implemented. This quick change to him has put him in such a point of disarray for the game that I don't even know. It's not that it even makes him viable. It just makes him broken.
Now, I guess it's just because for people who don't know what we're talking about, recently his actual his whole game has been changed because normally when he shoots his grenade, you know, if you're close to it, you hurt yourself. Mm-hmm. But then all of a sudden they changed it to where he gets no damage, and you can be like you know, balls deep in their face, yeah, and just shoot unlimited balls, and he won't get hurt.
It makes Reinhardt, and I think Reinhardt's my third or fourth most played hero. It makes Reinhardt just a joke, and he's already a joke right now because of Orisa. Oh, so yeah. Just doing this blatant 0% like damage buff or just damage, no damage taken, it feels so poorly implemented. Well, yeah, it's sad.
Well, you're turning it into like he's an invincible kamikaze.
Yes.
It's just like you could just go in there and you could be under Reinhardt's nuts, yeah, and just shooting unlimited explosive balls. And it's just like, what can you do with it? All you gotta do is crouch.
Yep. I've personally made it my mission to make it known that this is a problem, and I will be making video on it myself. Mm-hmm. The issue that needs to be known. It is an issue, and I don't want to dive deep into it or anything, but that's for me coming from what you guys heard last time and us bringing that up the last time. Mm-hmm. It's become so more much of a problem that I've even asked people, do you agree with this buff? And they flat out tell me no. It's not something that makes the game fun, because he can now recklessly go in wherever the hell he wants to. Yeah, it makes him a better hero because he doesn't take damage from himself. Yeah. But all I can say is that it's messy, it's sloppy, it's poorly implemented, and I think it needs to be changed. No,
another thing too, because you mentioned Orisa, we talked about her before. Mm-hmm. Is she still just have a problem with just all her abilities?
She's one of the ones that's receiving a buff this time around, which it sounds like a lot of people are in disagreements to. I'm guessing they released the numbers for the Uprising event, and it was huge. A lot of fucking people played Uprising, so you're going to see a lot more PvE stuff. But
that's great.
I think with those games, you really, because Orisa was being played, like she was one of the 4 that was being played in those comps, that they got a lot of data. They got a lot of data from that. And they saw that she was putting out way too much DPS. So what they're doing is they're taking her DPS down 10%. Okay. And, it's not bad. I mean, for 150 bullets and you can constantly hold down your gun, it's not bad.
I'd rather it be 15%.
Yeah. She does a lot of damage. And for headshots and shit like that too, yeah, Jesus. Absolutely.
Yeah, fuck that.
But then she's receiving a buff in the shield department. So now, what she's doing now is she's going to put down a shield. And then right when she puts down that shield, it's 6 seconds until she gets another one. That thing is almost 1,000 HP barrier that you can put down every 6 seconds. That means you're going to have to fight her barriers all the fucking time.
Now we did that through the uprising too. Now here's the thing: what was was it originally 6 seconds?
It was either 8 or 9, I think, or something like that.
I'd rather it be 10.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna have 1,000 on that thing, it's like how much are actually the when you really think about it, how much are certain characters? And then average.
Yeah, Ryan is the biggest one. It's 2,000.
Okay.
Winston, I believe, is 600.
Yes.
Yeah, he's somewhere around there. They've fucked with that barrier a few times. I think it used to be 1,000, and then that used to be a problem because you'd be able to stack Winstons.
Yeah, fuck that.
But now you really can't do that. So he's in a weird place, but he's also being used by the pros. So
I mean, to be honest with you, with Oris's fucking like barrier, yeah, that really shouldn't be 6 seconds. When I really think about it, if you're playing, you always want to make sure when you're playing the game. You're having fun, that's one. But when you're playing and you're just like, this doesn't make any sense, you don't want to keep fighting it. Now, I do have a question. Is it multiple barriers? Can she put up multiple, or is it one?
I mean, it's pretty much multiple, because by the time you fire the one out, 6 seconds later, you can fire another one out. By the time it hits the floor, it goes up, the other one disappears.
Okay, because I'm about to say, I was like, if it's multiple, oh God.
Yeah, I mean, that's... something they could have done personally. They could have done multiple barriers, which I think I may have been okay with that, but it would have had to have been like 10 seconds. Which then, because then you could kind of fall back to another barrier and then kind of have to do that, but you could only have like 2 barriers at a time.
And I can see where they say, like, they'll probably say, well, 6 seconds is the most viable time to have the shield up, because 6 seconds is a long time.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, like, okay, a lot of people don't really watch a lot of sports, and I get that, whatever, but when you watch football, when someone's like, oh yeah, it's 10 seconds, they got it. Fuck no, they don't. Yeah. 10 seconds doesn't mean shit in fucking football. So what that means is that for this, of course, 6 seconds can change everything. Yeah. But I'm like, but if it's an instant bring up the shield while the other one goes down, I'm glad that happens. But
you gotta think with these changes, though, what it's going to do to the hero base.
Yep.
When you change things, other heroes go up and other heroes go down. Yep. So if you're creating a barrier meta, where a barrier meta is, who you think you're going to see more of? Junkrat.
Yep.
You're going to see him fucking already, or you already see him everywhere. You're going to see him even more than that. He's going to be in every fucking game you play, because there's going to be barriers everywhere. Because
all it's going to... And that's where it actually becomes okay. Because I think that's probably, if you want my honest opinion, I think that's what it is there for, to counter that.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like... I mean, it's good to think about it, but it's just like, well then... All you gotta pick is Junkrat, and then you're just gonna have people coming in. It's just like, let me kiss your face, boy. Yeah, let me get them lips.
Come the raw prawn with me, man.
I'm telling you, like, that's exactly what I see, and I'm like, okay, I can see the counter, the reason why they put that there, but it's really not needed
until the next character comes out, which we were thinking that it was going to be this next patch, but it doesn't look like that now. I think we're going to get a movie. I think we're going to get with an actual cinematic this time around, and then BlizzCon's next. So then BlizzCon comes around, we get Doomfist.
When BlizzCon comes around, but that's a few months from now. Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, I really need Doomfist now.
Yeah.
Because, like, I guess...
The game needs Doomfist now.
I mean,
it's not just us. The game in itself needs another melee tank character.
But you know what I need him to do? What I think will be especially wonderful. Yeah. Because now you have, attack Symmetras with their shields. You have Orysas with their shields. Yeah. Give him a fucking ability so when he melees, he can actually break a shield.
That would be cool.
Like, break the Heartlight. And
that's
just
actually a good idea.
Because at the same time, it's like, yeah, I can see Junkrat, kind of doing whatever he needs to be able to take that kind of shield down. But no, you can need someone that comes in there and just says, fuck your shield.
Instantly does like 1,000 damage to a shield, but then it's like a 10-second cooldown or something.
I would say, you know what? Yes, it needs a cooldown.
So then Reinhardt can still kind of like take 2 punches,
That is true, because it's like, you need someone to massively take the hit.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit, I got to think about my strategy. Because now, I think about it. Give him a one ability that can have him punch the fucking shield, take it down like by 1,000, but it has a fucking 11-second cooldown at least, something around that area. And then, so I think that'll actually balance very well, but we're not going to get that character for a while. But I will love it. Let him have the ability. Well, not really like Soldier 76 where he's able to run.
Yeah.
Because then it's over, man. You just got to come in and it's like, punch!
Yeah. It's come down to really seeing how the previous heroes have been released. They're very underwhelming. They're not... I would say the only superpowered one that we probably received was Anna.
Oh, yeah.
Anna was very overpowered, but people just didn't know how to use her correctly in the beginning. And by the time we did figure out how to use her, then she got fucking nerfed. She just got slapped up across the face and was like, no, we're going to nerf her.
Which she really didn't need it.
Grenade was pretty solid at that point. It was small. It hit like 1 or 2 targets. Now it hits like fucking your whole fucking team, and then your whole team is back up into health because the Lucio change now.
How do I heal?
Boom, and just the whole, and you amp it up, man, dude. Grenade and amp together is insane. It is very stupid right now. You throw a grenade on somebody, they take like 50% extra healing.
And that's just without the Lucio.
Yeah, and that's without Lucio. You put Lucio in that picture, he's automatically healing, so that means Lucio's like, I think it's like 4 health a second or something, becomes 8 health a second.
Jesus Christ.
And then 8 health a second times amp, which I believe is going to be like 16 a second. Dude, you're getting 16 health a second by, I think, Mercy does like 20 or something like that.
Damn.
So... you're literally healing everyone like that, though. So you're outputting so much fucking, like, health. It's unbelievable.
I wonder what will happen if Mercy was to do a double damage to the, with Ana, and then Ana just throws a grenade. Let's just see what happens. It'll sound devastating to me.
She's just really good right now. Anna's in a really good spot. I think they really need to redo the damage buff still. We mentioned it last time. They need to reverse it because grenades fucking stupid. It just is.
I mean, at least the reloading on her actual rifle is fast.
Yes,
so they're
absolutely.
not gonna mess with that. If they mess with it, like, why would you go back? Why would you go back a step? Like, that's just stupid.
So to advance in this is my second problem right now. Us concentrating on heroes that don't need to be concentrated on. This is just from my point of view. People are going to hate, but Hanzo and Genji are getting buffs. They are receiving buffs. And it's all because Papa Jeff, we made fun of Hanzo, and we were calling people Hanzo mains and shit like that. So Papa Jeff thought it would be funny to give fucking Hanzo a buff so nobody makes fun of him anymore. So I'm not exactly sure if you've heard about the buff yet.
No, I have not. What is it?
Okay. So, Hanzo now, literally, can pull back his bow 10% faster now. So now he's putting out more DPS.
Oh,
more constant DPS.
Which is not bad.
It's not bad. I would rather him do more DPS. That's cool. But then his second buff is the quality of life buff that Genji received, but they sprinkled something else on it a little extra. So what they did is they improved the wall climb animation, so it's more smooth now. It's smoother. But with Hanzo, the wall climb animation now allows you to, when you're walking up to a wall, you can pull your bow back, then get up onto a wall, climb the wall, and then when you disengage from the wall,
you still have it pulled back.
You still have it pulled back.
Oh!
And then you can just release it from the sky.
Oh, wow.
The pros have been doing that from day one.
But now it's
it's so much easier now.
Oh my!
Because you once you get into the sky, you have to pull it all the way back and then release, which is still deadly if you can get it right.
Yeah,
but now you don't even have to do that because you just hold the button while you walk up the wall, and then you release when you get target. Dude, he's gonna be an assassin. He's gonna be in every game. Like
a Shimada should be.
Every game, you're gonna have Genji and Hanzo in every game.
A fucking Shimada should be strong.
So think about it. You've got Hanzo. You got Genji. He's in every fucking game almost.
Yeah.
Junkrat. You have now 3 characters that are in such a spot that you're going to see in quick play all the fucking time.
Now, before you continue, you mentioned something about quality of life.
Yeah.
Now, even though we haven't really discussed much about it, it sounds to me like quality of life is their passive ability.
Quality of life is more Blizzard taking care of their hero roster, more or less. It's the passion of improving them through work.
Okay.
And with, say, Genji, when he would release off the wall, it would take like a half a second or a second for him to be able to attack after that. Now, he can disengage from the wall and immediately just blah, 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 blah,
oh, wow.
So, it's a quality of life improvement because they tweaked the wall run to be more responsive instead of clunky. So, it's a quality of life change or a tweak.
Okay.
Speaking of quality of life changes, Reaper is also receiving a quality of life, which you know how Wraith form when he disappears.
Yes.
What do people usually use that move for when they get into a
close the gap?
To either A, close the gap, or B,
for their ult.
To alt, and then C, they would run away.
Oh.
To get out of the fight.
Okay.
So technically, his quality of life now, Wraith form includes your guns getting reloaded while you're in Wraith form. So then you can use all of your bullets, go into Wraith form, it automatically reloads your guns, and then at the end of Wraith form, you drop out of Wraith form, and you immediately can just start going again. And remember, we're in the casual meta right now, so all you have to do is hold down fucking M1 and then just let it rain.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to click your M1 key for a shotgun.
Oh my god. And it's not the one where he actually teleports. It's where
it's the one where he dips. Yeah, where he just straight up goes in or see-through.
Danny Phantom. There we go.
So Danny Phantom's out of there, and then he like gets the fuck out of his situation, or he'll drop down from that like in a group, and then he'll come out, and then he'll ult and shit like that. So imagine you go into a group, you ult, or you go into a group while you Wraith form. You get into there, and then you ult, and while you're doing that, you don't have to fucking reload when you come out of that fucking ult. There's no reload sequence. So then right when you come out of that ult, you immediately have two barrels just coming down on people. You're going to start seeing Reaper a lot more because of that change.
That's not fun. That's not fun.
Yeah, it's definitely not fun at all, and we're even coming down to the soldier nerf now. The soldier nerf, they've played with this guy forever, man. They put him at 17 damage per bullet.
Yeah.
They put him at 18 damage a bullet. Then they put him to 20 damage a bullet. 20 damage seemed like it was too much because you could just throw Nano on his ass from fucking Ana, and then tack visor and just fucking eliminate the enemy team because it does so much damage.
It does.
So what they're doing to him is they're tweaking him, and they're putting him at 19 now. They're putting him a little more down so they can kind of bring McCree up because McCree's being overshadowed by him. We're in a rough state, man. Soldier being nerfed is going to make barriers a little more stronger now because you used to use him for burn, so you could burn out barriers. Reinhardt's getting his nerf instead of with his ultimate, so when he earth shatters the ground, there's a certain area of space above that he would be able to catch you. That space is being lowered now. It's from 3% to 2%. So now his catch area on the up top, when he earth shatters and he goes hammer down, who do you think that's going to affect the most? The gap that's in between the floor is at 3%. Now you're lowering it to 2, so that when you get earth shattered, you go down to the floor.
Yeah.
So who do you think that's going to now make better because of that nerf?
Shit. Oh, that's a good question.
So anything that's up here.
May.
So May can already wall off that ultimate, and just once that comes down, she's good to go.
Yeah, she just builds the wall. It's like, hi.
Farah. So if she's slowly like floating in front of him, she used to be able to get caught by that and get drugged down to the floor.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen anymore.
Oh shit!
There's a GIF out there, or a GIF if you want.
I mean, well, the guy did mention that it was actually it's GIF, the actual creator. I'm like, boy, you retarded.
I mean, it's either way. I don't give a fuck. It's GIF, peanut butter. I don't give a fuck. It's just so much to the point where Reinhardt being nerfed just that little much affects Genji. So now Genji, when you Earth Shatter, and I do this all the time when I'm Reinhardt, if there's a fucking Genji on the other team, I solo all Genjis all day.
Damn.
All fucking day, because it'll catch them. But now with it being decreased off the floor, all he has to do is double jump.
Yep.
So then if he double jumps off the floor, Earth Shatter's not going to affect him. So then he can come right down and then finish your fucking ass off.
Jesus
so now
Christ.
Reinhardt's being nerfed.
Damn.
It really does come down to us buffing the wrong people. I don't see where the game's going right now. I used to see a solid path. I usually make guesses on who needed to be nerfed next and this and that. I just don't understand why we're giving quality of life buffs to... I mean, yeah, it makes them better heroes, but does Hanzo, the guy that fucking deletes people off the face of the earth, need a buff?
No, he really doesn't. It's like, that was totally fine for what... When I didn't play Hanzo as much. But what I actually, what I guess is when I was taking headshots, they're pretty fine to me. He doesn't need any damage buffs. Like, yes, I can see the 10% being a lot more helpful.
Yeah, see, I'd been okay with that, but then just kind of even more improving. Like, you could have made it to where he could fire faster, and then when he grabs the wall, then he fire faster in the air. But then giving him this, like... Because, dude, you see it. You literally see him pull back the bow, and then he gets on the wall with both hands. You literally see him climb the wall with both hands. Well, and then when he gets up, then he automatically has it out already. Like,
yeah, I mean, Ryan, but did you know that fucking Goro from Mortal Kombat is Hanzo's daddy? He has 4 hands, bro. Come on. It's just like, we know where this is going. You gotta know lore, bro.
It's upsetting because you even see what's coming in the future right now. Like, right now, we could have a possible McCree change. Like, people are asking for McCree to be changed. They want McCree to be changed. And
I want him to be changed. I want his bullet to drop.
Yeah. I personally want him to be nerfed or at least changed into something that's not a fucking... another Hanzo that's just gonna instantly fucking delete me all the time. Or just... something that's even more skill-based. Like, I don't think that McCree's flashbang, which, unfucking believable that it even does damage. McCree's flashbang does damage to you. So when he can just, if you're at low health, he can just throw flashbang and you fucking die from that.
Well, how many points is it?
I think it's like 25 or something like that, or 30. So when you hit somebody with that, that's a lot of damage for something you can just throw out, and you're already getting the advantage on this person.
Oh yeah, that's more than 15% of your actual health.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty bad. But no, like and that was all like the nerfs and buffs, correct?
Yeah, that's. If I did miss one, I don't think I did. The game's gonna go in a different direction with these changes. You're gonna see DPS really come out of the hole with this change to the game. It's gonna change again, and I don't know if it's gonna be for the good or if it's gonna be for the bad. I don't know. It all really depends on if we get Doomfist. I think if we get Doomfist and he's something that balances the game out,
that'd be fucking great.
We need something like that. Like, you put a Sombra in a game, and you hardly ever see Sombra. I play Sombra.
I play Sombra too. I think she's fun.
I think she's extremely fun. She does what she needs to do, and you just don't see her very often, but she does this thing to the game. Like, she changes the game. Like, when we changed Lucio and made his aura smaller, we changed the game. We didn't change Lucio, we changed the game.
Oh, yeah.
The game's a lot slower now. It's much slower than it used to be. I've had a much more play on Lucio right now than I did a couple weeks ago when he first came out. I only had a couple hours on him. I've got at least 10 to 15 of him now, to where you can feel the change that nerf or that change brought to the game. Everything is slower because he doesn't touch everything.
Now, going into the events, because we all know now that the Uprising has now been finished. It's been finished for a good bit, but a lot of people liked it. The PvE, we've been starting to see some traction now.
Give us more.
Yes, and I like the fact because, Year the Rooster, I think, was the strongest one they've had. Because, I mean, I like Capture the Flag.
Yeah.
They need to make a better Capture the Flag, but I like Capture the Flag. But all the skins were on point. I like them all.
Yeah,
I like the ones I don't even main. And I was like, I spent so much money just to get it.
Yeah.
And I actually got all that I wanted.
Yeah.
Even Iron Man, Symmetra. Now, another thing, too, because of Uprising, because they got so much data, and they've gotten so much popularity with it, that now they're going to be more focusing on that because PvEs are just fun.
Yeah. It's something that the game needs. We need. Stop taking shit away from us. Like, don't give us something and then just completely take it away from us. Like, I can understand if they took Uprising away from us, and then when the year anniversary update comes, we get it back again, and it's like a Chronicles type thing. Like, we're getting a Chronicles. You can go into the arcade and then play like a Chronicles mode where you can play that.
And that'll be great because you know what I
mode.
that is very true. I mean, it might be a possible story mode.
Yeah.
The one thing that I really liked about the summer games, Lucio Ball was fun.
Yeah.
Was it Rocket League? Yes.
Yeah.
It was definitely Rocket League. If you don't fucking know that, then boy, you dumb. But
it needed some work. And it was also in the time where Lucio, I think, just had received his first nerf as well. So it was kind of weird that we got a game mode that was totally based around Lucio after receiving his first nerfs. And he was a lot slower than he originally was, and I can't quite tell you if I enjoyed that or not, because I didn't play it a lot. I didn't play it more than I played Quick Play. I was still into playing Quick Play and trying to do that, but then this whole PvE, man, like, it just draws me in. I want to play more of it, Even if I lose, I feel like I can then hop into Quick Play after that, and I'm super warmed up, I'm ready for anything to come my way, and I feel like every time they bring something out, they just take it away from us.
Oh, yeah. Now, another thing that I'm really hoping for this next event is the fact that I would like it. I don't know if it'll happen, because it would give people a chance to go get it. As long as, you know how in typical anime, as long as there's a 0.00001 chance I'm going to take it kind of deal, people get drawn to that. I would love it if they can bring back, say, okay, guys, for the year, we're going to be celebrating by all these skins. If you missed them, go get them. They're all available. I will like that. Now, this is quality life for the players.
Yeah.
Now, I would like, because there was some I was just like, I wanted USA McCree more than any fucking thing on the planet. I got him as a pop, but I got him as in the fucking game. And I would just main him even because I just got the damn skin.
That was one of the hottest skins in that grouping, too.
It was well made.
That and the Lucio ones were really good.
Now, the thing is that, that'll be great because it gives people a chance, and they'll pour money into it. They'll pour more hours. You'll get more info. It's just like, you'll get more money. Yeah. Because people's like, yo, if there's a chance for me to get that legendary skin, let's go fucking do it. Let's get it, boy. Done. And, who's to say, because I look at it as like, oh, man, I got enough coins for that. Shit. Yeah. It's not available to me. So people who actually had the beta, not the beta, but the, oh god, what's it called? Origins Edition. They give you like the skins of Captain Morgan, Strike Commander Morrison, Blackwatch Reyes, shit like that. Make those available. And I mean, every fucking skin that was available. Yeah. Let's see. So, and it gives people a chance to do it. So 3 weeks to do it. That's enough time. You're gonna get a shit ton of money. The next thing, actually, what I would consider to have in the game is now we're on the year now. Within this year, how many, we have 3 characters that was actually announced.
Yes, 3 characters.
You said earlier before we started there was going to be a movie, correct?
People were speculating that this new patch was going to have a new character in it. Usually with new characters, they put the new characters into PTR 2 weeks before the game, before they release them, so they can get a little bit of information on them to see if they're not broken. We have yet to receive that, and the PTRs are already come and gone, so we're not getting a new character. But if we're not getting a new character, it's the year anniversary. I'm gonna guess that we're going to get an actual Overwatch cinematic. We're going to get another cinematic.
That'd be great. I mean, like, I guess they probably wanted to have people to get familiar with. Maybe because right now, they don't have time to make the character, but if they got the movie going on, show us the character.
Yeah.
Because it'll get us hyped.
Yeah. I'd be like, cool to... They go, oh, hey, you know, look, this is Doomfist. And Doomfist says just one line. And it's Terry fucking Crews, and that right there gets everybody just fucking super hyped.
Exactly.
For BlizzCon, and then just imagine the fucking sales for BlizzCon.
Oh yeah.
They just go through the fucking roof. I see that happening. I do see that happening.
Now, do you want it to actually be released by BlizzCon, or do you want the character to actually be released way before BlizzCon?
I personally would like it before BlizzCon because we need a change in this game pretty badly right now. Orisa really didn't do anything for the game. It didn't change the game at all. It's just more of the same of what we already have. So
just a different character.
Yeah, it's not going to change the game at all because we already have it in the game.
Okay.
So we just need another character that's going to change up the game, that's going to give us another meta to concentrate on. Because right now you have Dive Comp. Dive Comp's fucking strong.
Yep.
It's super strong.
Now, another thing, too, like, and this is more than, we're going to be talking about some other things as well. I really want to pull this out because even though it's not Overwatch related, it's still Overwatch related because of what you get for skins. Heroes of the Storm. I highly believe that we shouldn't be putting these skins in there.
Mm-hmm.
I see their marketing ploy, which at first it worked for when you play Genji.
Yeah.
You know, you get the actual like skin of Genji.
You got me.
But you know, the way how they did it first, it's like, yeah, win 10 matches, no matter what mode it is, and then you get the skin. It gives you a chance to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
But now they did the release with where the Diva skin, which I like. It looks good. I don't main Diva, but I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, oh wait, you gotta play, you said 15 matches, right?
It's the week 1, which I believe it is 5 matches from Genji, the Genji week 1. And then you get the Genji blah blah blah, but it doesn't matter if you did it originally. If you did it originally for the first time, you don't get it for that week 1. You gotta do week 1 over again.
Oh my god.
So then week 2 comes in, and then that's the 10 matches that you have to get for the Diva skin. So you have to technically play 15 matches to get the Diva skin, but you have to win.
Yep, and I was about to say, you have to win it. Now, another thing too, because I asked them about it, is like, is it every mode? Is it bot matches? It's just like, nope, I think it's versus people.
It's versus people, and you have to play with your friends. So that's even more people that they're letting you drag around to try to put their numbers up for their game, because their game is not doing well compared to Dota and LoL.
I'm just like, and here's the thing. It's a good idea to market it by bringing people in. It's like, yeah, get this skin, but play your game. When you first started, it was fine, but now the way how you're trying to draw people in, now you're locking them in a prison. It's just like, well, if you win there, boy, you're gonna get a skin.
Mm-hmm.
But if you lose, you gotta stay here again. It's like, no, you're losing, man. You need to win. You need to fucking win. And I don't like being stuck.
They changed the whole game up too. The whole game for Heroes of the Storm is completely changed.
Oh, like, what did they do?
The whole unlock system and purchasing and whatnot. You get like free 20 characters, and then you have to like, you get loot boxes and shit now. They've stolen like the best things from Overwatch, which it's not technically stealing. Somebody told me that they're not technically stealing because it's they own Heroes of the Storm.
True.
I understand that they own Heroes of the Storm, but they're literally rehashing ideas from their successful game and putting it into their non-successful game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, right then and there, it tells you because they put Genji in it.
Yeah.
Why do I want to play another game that contains Genji? I don't want to play another fucking another game that has Genji in it. Oh, on top of Genji being OP right now, Genji's OP because he has a third attack. He's got an X slash or something that slashes the ground, and then does massive damage to everyone that's in the X. Jesus. But then you go to the forums and all the Genji mains are like, oh, you should put that in Overwatch. Put it in Overwatch.
Oh hell no!
Put it in Overwatch.
Hell no! It's like what stays in a MOBA stays in MOBA. Even though Overwatch is a MOBA, this one right here, no, keep that shit in there because
it's sad. It's what it is. It's just sad, man. Is that the Genji mains know that character is OP. They know he's OP, but they don't care.
Oh,
just give us the other extra moves so we can be even more OP. We can fucking just clear the fucking map of everybody and have a one-sided match. He's the other issue right now. Is when you play a game against another Genji, or just you don't have a Genji, but the other team does, and the other team is just gonna roll over you because that Genji's fucking great.
Oh yeah, and actually before we even get to that, because I also want to talk even with this the actual skins. Stop trying to throw them over there because it's just like it was good the first time, but now it's just kind of like it's now becoming tedious. And you're putting some badass skins in the bitch, but then come to find out that later on in time that you're going to put it in the game anyway for Overwatch. So it's like, what's the point of us going to Heroes of the Storm? Is this now a timed exclusive now? And I hate that fucking word, timed exclusive. Fucking shit pisses me off. No matter if it's a part of their IPs, if they own it, I hate timed exclusives.
I've been with Blizzard for a very long time. I've played WoW since it first came out.
Yup. I left before Burning Crusade, so I'm glad I lucked out on that.
They do this a lot. They do it a lot, and I understand it's a business. You got to run it like a business. I understand that, but it really comes down to just the wrong characters being buffed.
Oh yeah.
Like, I just don't understand how we're just throwing these numbers around, and why are we nerfing Reinhardt? Like, why?
No, he was good already.
He hasn't even been touched, I believe. He's never been touched since the beginning of the game.
Yeah, because he was just good.
He's just good.
Like, I can get into it, and you've complimented on some of my games with Reinhardt, and I don't know how to play Reinhardt. Like, I'm doing it just because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I got this shield up. I'm just taking these hits, take it out. All right, this nigga's coming close. Bow, 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 bow. Shield back up. All right, cool. Charge at that nigga. Bow, pin him up. And then apparently I'm good.
Yeah, he's easy. He's easy to play, and he's fun to play. And he's got a ceiling that is very high. There's a mind game in his hero abilities.
Oh yeah.
Why are we touching him? Why are we nerfing him? Like,
there shouldn't be a reason. It's just like, and going back on it too, like Skimmerly, because I'm always about skins. Skins always look nice.
Yeah,
I love aesthetics.
It's all about the skins.
Now I know this is actually something that's already passed, but we're going to talk about it, and it's only going to be brief. I fucking hate this so much. It's like the whole diva controversy with her in a police outfit and shit. For a black person, I thought that was nice. But I'm just like, but somebody on Tumblr just got I wouldn't say overzealous. I don't want to consider it that way. They started to make like an actual sketch of Diva wearing a Black Lives Matter thing. And I'm like, that's, no. It's just like, you don't, it's just like, the one thing I don't like about video games nowadays is that now everybody wants to put in their political agenda in the bitch. And just like whatever their religious agenda into it. This is like whatever fucking agenda you got.
They're trying to ship people all the time, dude. I just read something today that they're trying to ship Diva and Lucio together.
I mean, to be honest, I like the ships because they're actually kind of funny every now and then. But some people get too fucking serious about it, like this fucking shit. And I'm like, and it took one of my friends who actually posted. He was like, dude, I'm a nigga, and I don't care for that. It's just like, it's a good skin. Another person, black woman, came on. It's like, yeah, I like this skin. I main her. Let's fucking do this. And it's like, oh no. It's just like, you guys should be mad about this. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's just like, if you don't know the culture, if you don't know other people's culture, you have no right to know. Like, you have no right to say anything.
And she's a Korean cop. This
Korean cop.
Korea.
Did you know that people in like Korea, the citizens of Korea, have mandatory military service? No matter what it is, military, police, they have to do something around those grounds for I don't know how many years, probably like a year or two or something like that. Don't quote me on it. I mean, if someone knows, that's fine. But you have to have that.
The Israeli people do it too. I think it's like 2 years or something like that.
Oh yeah,
every single person.
And I think what was it? People in Turkey. It's either Turkey or Albania. It's one of them motherfuckers. But it's like that's what they do. And
it's a good uniform for people. It really is. It gets people in line and.
Yeah, but people take this as like, you're not thinking about the black people, you're not thinking about the niggers, and it's like, no, it's like, actually, you're not even thinking about it at all, you're just causing a tizzy that even for us, we're like, this makes no fucking sense. So you're kind of taking the game, which is a wonderful game, as much as, she were talking about, like, unnecessary nerfs and unnecessary buffs, and shit that shouldn't be in there. Toxicity.
I love the game.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it sometimes, though.
It's just like, we hate it. I mean, like, you're going to hate a game that's just frustrating because it's like, what the fuck? But it's like, but now you're taking something that shouldn't even be in the game in the first place. And just like, take that shit, take it somewhere else. Games are made to be played for fun, for recreation. If you're a pro player, go ahead and do it. It's like, you know what, go ahead and actually, if you got... this needs to be changed, this needs to be changed. I need this to be more comp ready, shit like that. I totally back whatever you say, but anything past that comes into political and shit like that, don't bring it in here. And so you want to do some real fucking work, go to your fucking government, man. Go to your state senate. Go to your fucking Congress. It's like, if you want to make a fucking difference, go over there. Don't make a fucking drawing on fucking Tumblr. This is with that BLM bullshit like that. It's like, what the fuck, man? It's like, if I don't care, you shouldn't care. Yeah. I said, because it still doesn't stop the bullet.
Yeah.
It still doesn't stop the bullet in real life. But you're going to make a statement digitally. I'm like, oh my god, how dare they? It offends me, Ryan. I'm having a seizure because it offends me when I'm playing the game.
It's the forum cancer, man.
It's stupid. And
it really is. It's the forum cancer.
And that's the other thing, too, is that I wanted to draw that in because what's been going on is just the toxicity of the forums. Mm-hmm. And just like that, and that's the thing, I'm glad we segued into it because it's like, the thing is that me and Ryan, we played Team Fortress 2. All right, we're TF2 motherfuckers, and it was a fun game. And it's not. I think it's because they made it free, and that's when you started getting
free to play. There was the free to play model, man. When they introduced that to that game, it ruined it. It changed it for the rest of its life.
Got them more money.
It got them more money, and it probably still kind of gets them more money, but it made it to where that game can now never die.
Yep.
It can now never die, and you will never see a Team Fortress 3.
Yep.
It'll just never happen, because if you do, you're going to have to carry all the shit that we've earned in that game over to another game. So, I've given up on that game, and I kind of moved on, I moved on to this game, and I care about this game as much as I care about TF2, but then I see these mistakes that they're making, and it's just... if we keep going down this road and we keep buffing and nerfing things unnecessarily, we could be down a road where the game isn't going to be fun.
Oh yeah, no,
it's just not going to be fun anymore.
Now, another thing too about that is that when it comes to Overwatch and a whole fantastic game, it's just like they've made some changes that were really good. Stop having repetitive heroes. It's just like you snooze, you lose. It's a first come, first serve. If I can't play Mei, I'm gonna go pick somebody else. It's just like that's what a game is all about. I'm just like, if a fighting game, that's different. We call them motherfuckers ditto matches. Mm-hmm. So if you got a fucking Charlie facing another Charlie, I know they call him Nash because that's his actual name, but that nigga's from fucking Alpha, and I see that nigga's name is fucking Charlie, so he can kick my ass. It's like, but those ditto matches, okay, who is better at the response time of that player? It's like, and it kind of goes with Overwatch, but when you're having it on the same team, it's not necessary. That was a good
That
pool.
used to be, dude, that used to be the game.
Yeah.
That used to be the game. You go into that format now, in the game now, and you play that where you can, no limits. I go into that game mode, and I can't even fathom that used to be the game that we used to play.
Yeah.
We used to play that. How fucking utterly broken that was.
6 Mays, 6 Divas, 6 Winstons, 6 soldiers. It was just like, okay, at first, it was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Alright, because you get some people that are in there, and they get creative. I mean, if you ever get terrified for it was called like I don't know what it was like. I called it the tortoise. Is that when you see 6 Reinhardts and they all have this fucking circle,
yeah,
and they're all shield, and then one guy just has a shield up. But when one goes down, you focus just on one thing. That man goes inside.
Yeah.
They close the gap. It's a movie of 300,
yeah.
and it's like, oh god, that's terrifying. This is the ultimate defense. It's just like, but it was fun, but then it just got more cancerous along the lines.
It's all about the abuse. It really is about the abuse in the game and what somebody can exploit. And that's what I was showing you before we even started here, is the exploit. The exploit game is becoming real. And if people start to find easier ways to make this exploit go around, like the infinite Genji Blade slash.
And I was about to have you mention that too. Jesus, that fucking thing is just like, now it's hard to do. Alright, but okay, it's like Halo 2's rocket glitch, alright? Once you start getting the science and you can find a quicker way to fucking do it, people are gonna find out how to fucking do it.
Yeah, if you don't think someone's not trying right at this fucking second that we are talking, somebody's not trying to bust that open and make it easier, you're fucking kidding me.
It's like, I remember doing it because, what was it? Is that, now, if a lot of people who don't know, and if you're actually new, if you haven't really actually, like, played the FPS of, like, Halo, here's what happened, is that Halo 2's rocket glitch is that you had a rocket, and the rocket had nice distance. You know, it wasn't mid, it wasn't close, it was pretty far. But if you have the energy sword, if you were able to switch out your weapon and be able to lunge, it'll still register as a close range attack. And then you're just fucking rolling around speed of sound, and then you get to just murk a motherfucker from far away. Now, they started exploiting it. It was more than just the rocket. It was the SMG. It was the sniper rifle, but that was hard as piss. But when you did it, there was no fucking limits. You were the ultimate weapon, and no fall damage. That was the other thing, too, I didn't like, is that, oh wow, I can't die? Let me take after this fucking Banshee, knock his ass out, and now I just fall and just wait. Just wait. But that's what he's talking about. Like, this frame, apparently Roadhog has to be at very low health, but within a frame, like a fucking frame, he has to dash once he gets hooked. If he gets that, he has infinite fucking Dragon Blade. He didn't. And do you have to pop your ult?
You have to pop your ult right when Dragon Blade ends.
It's just like right when it oh my god, fuck
so it makes it to where it's completely infinite, and you can just go slash, and then you have no cooldowns, so your cooldowns are completely.
Yep, they're gone because he was just dashing in the fucking air,
flying.
Ding, ding, ding. Almost like this man's just floating.
We have custom servers right now, so literally you can make a game where it's just 2 people.
Yep.
And you can go anywhere you want, and then just practice that all day.
Yep.
And practice it, and practice it, and practice it until you can break it. And once you do break it,
oh yeah,
this is gonna be. It'll be a serious problem if somebody breaks that. The teleportation bugs that are going on right now. I've had it happen to me, fucking in Diva, where you just completely, when you pop out of your mech and something charges you, or you get hooked or something, you just fucking teleport. The fucking McCree teleportation bug, with May and the May wall.
Yeah, the May wall, and then also, like, you know, May, at the time when Uprising was happening, is that when May would do her freeze, her cryo freeze, she couldn't make people slow. They put damage on them, but it wouldn't stop them. It wouldn't slow them down. It would stop them completely, but it wouldn't make them slow in the process. It was just running like ain't shit. And it was just like, oh man, and for me to be a May main, that shit was hard. I'm sorry if I'm burping a lot in the fucking podcast. I ate a shit ton of pizza, so there's that. But that right there was really bothersome. I said, but Diva having that issue too.
There's a lot of issues going on right now, and with the issues that are probably rumors on the online world right now is that they're having trouble getting the Overwatch League to start. They're having problems with getting people signed on. People are dropping out. All because it's just not balanced. It's too casual. It's not it's competitive to watch, but it's not a competitive game like CS:GO or any other shooter, because you don't have to click. You don't have to click. You just hold it down.
Oh yeah. Now here's where it is, because at the end of the day, it's now becoming an official year since Overwatch has been out. But also, no excuse, it has been a year. It's just like you have a team that be able to actually strengthen what makes the game great and make it better. But if you're going one step forward and 4 steps back, and then you hop 5 steps up, and it's like, okay, we didn't lose traction, and you go 6 steps back. It's like, what are we doing? It's like your team should be consistent when it comes to, now, of course, game making ain't easy. It's not fucking easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But it comes down to them they keep taking shit away from us. You keep giving us stuff that's fucking amazing, and then you take it away from us. And I understand where they're coming from, kind of, because what it makes is you're making this like seasonal game that you can keep pulling people back all the time, and then you keep getting this overflow of people that come back, and you can kind of keep the player base fresh this way, and it's nice to have something like that, but you have to expand your game. You have to give us something else. Getting fucking capture the flag. Yeah, that was cool. You know, I played every once in a while.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't enough. We need something else in this game, and it's PvE. Just give us like a Chronicles or something. Like when this anniversary update, all you gotta do is come back out with Uprising. No. Just give us Uprising again. Put it in a Chronicles mode, and boom, you got a story-driven mode that you can keep updating with Uprising event, Uprising event, Uprising event. And you can have that all over the place.
Update the lore.
And update the lore. Make the game bigger. You have to expand the game.
Now, another thing, too, is that I would really like, is that even though Capture the Flag is one thing, how about, something like, you remember Oddball? And just like, or Juggernaut or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Oddball would be great.
I would love to have an actual Juggernaut Oddball kind of deal in
this
game.
Or even like a Protect the President.
Yeah, see, that would be great.
Yeah.
It's just like, instead of it just, guide this payload and shit, because it's all, TF2, but it's just like, give me a person, like a, basically, what do they call it? Not point of view, but a very important, VIP, VIP mode.
Yeah, VIP mode.
It's just like, okay, protect this dude. Wherever he goes, we follow, we make sure this man goes over here, grabs his shit, and then keeps going. Have a mixture of that. We really
have a map where it gives you points that you have to take that person, and then you have to like infiltrate. It's like an attack defense, but at the same time you're escorting that one person to a higher point advantage in the map. So you just keep progressing and progressing and progressing, and it's kind of like Payload, but it's with a person. That'd be cool.
That'd be great.
I've been hearing, because we're getting a new map in the update. That's
I think it was like 3 new maps or something like that.
They said that there's 3 new, it could possibly be 3 new maps, but 1 map. So what it could be is it could be like either a King of the Hill type map, where it's got the 1, 2, and then the 3.
Yeah, okay.
Or it could be like an escort map where you escort it, kind of like how TF2 did it, where you would escort it to one point and then go into another map, escort it to the other point, and then you get another map.
Oh, yeah.
You could do something like that.
And this is what I would really like, because eliminations are eliminations. You got your objective-based stuff. I personally just would like, go point and kill.
Yeah.
Point and shoot. That's it. And just like, give me those Slayer moments. Because Team Slayers is just fun. It's just like, you got to rely. It's no longer team. Well, it is still teamwork, but now you got to be able to be like, okay, what can this guy do in this situation? What makes that meta hard?
Yeah.
It's just like, so I believe that a Slayer kind of version for Overwatch would be fantastic. Objective based games are great, but just a whole go in there, run and gun, do your best, and that's it. I think that'll actually work very well, and whoever has the most overpower can win.
Yeah.
And just like, give me that. I mean, it can sound broken. It does sound broken, but,
Yeah.
You know, that's what they get paid for, is to make a game variant that is balanced for everybody.
Yeah.
But,
and to go back to where you were talking before, the whole toxicity point, you know, the game is only as good as we are. And with as toxic as this fucking game is, I still love it to death. I love the game to death. I play it on the frequent. And it just doesn't... I don't know, man. It's not free to play, so why do we have all this toxicity and just...
Well, perfect example. You showed me the video of the 2 Mercy mains.
Yeah.
One was able to actually pick Mercy, and as we said before, first come, first serve. You don't get it, don't be a whiny cunt.
Yeah.
It's just like, now regardless of the fucking gender, because there's 2 ladies actually arguing, which I'm like, alright, cool. They are like going at it. And the girl picks Zenyatta, but you know, they both, she's just like, why are you resing only one, and blah, 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 and this and that, and it's just like, you're just ridiculing her because she picked first. I was just like, now, another thing too, some people just would not, a good percentage of time, just leave the team and go find something else, and they'll be able to pick first. So, the other thing is, though, is that now you're going to be like, in spite of that, you're going to pick someone that's not going to be good for the team, so now you're going to doom the team, and you're not going to play 100%. But you're also scolding this woman. It's just like, I just want to play the game. I don't care about who picked it first. And just like, whoever does well, that's where it is. And the toxicity is just wow. It just boiling over.
It really comes down to the numbers. It comes down to the numbers. And where the matchmaking system needs to pair with the numbers. Just the plain numbers of the heroes. If I'm a Lucio main, I should get put in a game that they need a healer. If I'm a healer main, I should be getting put in a game not with fucking 5 Genjis or 5 other healer mains. I shouldn't be receiving that. It's all RNG luck that I'm getting put into a game that just is whatever. It's whoever the fuck I decide to get. And
give us better filtering.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing I miss from Halo, and I keep bringing up Halo. Even though Halo 5 is kind of garbage, 4 was not bad, but 1 through 3 in Reach, based on what your kill count was, based on how many games you played and what your skill level was, you were placed on some people that were actually higher than you. But they only did it just because they wanted to push rank, not because of skill. I was a commander facing fucking legendaries and fucking... Like, it was just ridiculous. Like, why am I getting these high-ranking motherfuckers? But when I get in there, I'm pillaging this shit.
Yeah.
I'm opening their booty hole. You know, just for a fucking, you know, shank surprise.
Yeah.
But the filtering system in that was actually pretty good. It won't be bonkers. You're not going to have a perfect system. It's still going to be RNG at the end of the day. But the filtering system was very well put. And that's the one thing that we're not getting, because now I haven't even hit my 1 star. I'm in my 40s. And I have not hit my 1 star yet.
Almost at 6, baby. Yeah.
See, look at that. See, so that's the difference right there. But when I get in, people who are in the 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, I'm usually whooping their ass when we're playing. So I'm just like, I gotta play much, but those guys are the ones that play so much and haven't improved. So it's just like, but I would like it to where if I'm actually this number, I should be having all numbers being the same. Now, if I'm with other people that have more stars than me, boy, I better get ready for some fucking some ham.
Yeah.
So that's where it is. So just have a better filtering system. Basically, there's a lot of changes that need to be done, but we need more positive. You know, this year is coming up, and we need to see what they're going to dish out. Hopefully, this movie will give us an actual saying, hey, motherfuckers, fucking characters coming up. You need more. It's like, give us 4. Give us a total of 4 within this year.
I hope they've learned their problems with what they did with Sombra. They really did learn the whole not the path they need to go, and how they
took so long with it.
Yeah, they took so long with it. They know that that's not the way it goes, and I think the way the character we've all been hyped for is Doomfist. We've known about Doomfist from the very beginning.
From beta.
From the movie when Punch Kid said, hey, you know, the Doomfist could level a skyscraper.
Yep. And just like...
We're hyped. Show us him. Show us him. Give him 1 fucking line in this movie and make it fucking Terry Crews.
Oh, yeah.
Do you understand the fucking volume that they would sell just copies of Overwatch. You put Overwatch on fucking sale when
with
the
black people,
yeah,
no less,
like,
too.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's just gonna be on top, man. You are gonna fucking kill every other game again because you're releasing Doomfist with a popular fucking voice actor, and they're all trying to keep it under locks. He's going to change the game, and
I hope so.
When you look at Reinhardt without Reinhardt in this game, it is very hard. That's why they made Orisa. They tried to make another Reinhardt, and she just doesn't really do what Reinhardt does.
Yeah, first off, she's got guns.
Yeah.
It's
all about the melee and how he can be really anywhere. If you give us this Doomfist character, he can delete shields and shit, like be able to like take mass amounts of damage or something, like with his fists, or like be like a berserker character where like when the more damage he takes, the more damage he puts out. Just give us something that's not in the game already, and just let it change. Let it go and let the game change again, and let it be for the good, for the better.
Exactly. But we're gonna close it off now, actually, because I mean that was all the news that we actually had, and hopefully once we get more, we'll be able to input it, because we always want to be able to keep constant reminders of what's still being a problem, what needs to be changed, and also news about Overwatch, whether it be in Heroes of the Storm or not. Now, another thing too is like, yeah, we're trying to see if we can get it as close as we can. If not, it'll still stay the schedule. Try to do it once every 2 or 3 weeks to have that kind of like, basically just knowing what's going on.
It'll probably be right at the end of like this patch, like when this patch is like.
Then we can
kind of
discuss it,
gather our thoughts about where this patch is going, and then, you know, when the new patch comes out after that, then kind of follow it up.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, that's it for today. But if you guys liked what we did, you know, comment about what we actually talk about. Like this, actually. Share it with your friends. If you want more of these podcasts, you know, you always want to follow us. And, of course, that bell notification that YouTube has now, it gives you updates when we actually update another video.
Hit that bell.
So, you know, that's actually good. So, you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wherever you guys are hearing this podcast. And we will see you on the next video.
Yeah, peace out.
Peace.